having a crisis of faith. This has not happened to me since I was 18 years old and I left the church. Okay, I am an atheist. I maybe dabble in witchcraft and I have some spiritual stuff that's individual to me, but at my core, I consider myself an atheist. So explain to me why I am rapidly becoming obsessed with Islam. Obsessed. And I cannot stop thinking about the idea of wearing hijab. And in case you guys are thinking that this is just a recent development, it's really not. Like, let me explain. Let me backtrack. So 3 years ago, I became a part of a community that is like 99% Muslim, okay? And I was scared to join this community. And not because of any prejudice or anything like that, but because I grew up in a Christian church, okay? And the Christians that I grew up with, if they knew that you weren't one of them and you had no plans to become one of them, they were mean. Like, they were very mean. And I was convinced that like this Muslim community was going to be mean to me, or like at the very least snarky, because I am very obviously not Muslim. And I'm also a single mom and they know that. And I thought like, I'm going to get judged. I'm going to get judged here. And no, these people are the kindest, most loving, compassionate, genuine people that I have ever had the privilege to know, okay? And ever since I joined this community, like, I love them. I love all of them. And like, it's mostly women and they all wear hijab. And I feel like when you really, like, I look up to them. And I think when you really start to look up to somebody, like, there are aspects that you're curious about or that you want to imitate. And for me, I was really hung up though on the idea of like being made to cover myself from head to foot, because I'm a very left-leaning feminist. I'm an aggressive feminist, and I'm like, I'll be darned if anybody's gonna make me cover myself when I don't want to, right? So moving on from there, we'll come back to that. But so now with everything that's going on, so the seed was already planted just from this community, right? But now with everything that's going on with Note the Colors, these people, I have seen such incredible faith and love and heart and community. Like, I have never witnessed anything like the heart that these people have. And that has made me want to know more. That has made me want to explore more. And one of my favorite creators on here actually started reading the Quran in solidarity. And I started doing the same thing because I was curious. And the words are just hitting me on like a deep spiritual level. And she just converted. And I feel like, it might be too soon to say, but I feel like I'm on the same road, possibly. I feel like there's this deep fissure happening of who I consider myself to be and what I want to explore. And I would be lying if I said that there isn't something missing. Like, you know, there's always been a spiritual part of me that has been searching. And I haven't ever talked about that with anybody, because after becoming an atheist, I knew that if I brought that up, all the Christians would like swoop in and be like, see, you should come back to the church. And I don't feel that way. I've never regretted my decision to leave the church, but there is this part of me, and I'm going to get a little emotional, I'm sorry, but there is this part of me that is just reaching out for connection with other people, with the earth, with the universe, and I feel like that part of me has just been left wanting, I guess, if that makes sense. So, yeah. Anyway, I discussed this a lot with a friend of mine on here. So going back to the concept of hijab, somebody had been talking about wearing hijab in solidarity, and I was like, well, that might be a good opportunity to like try it out, see how it feels. And then I started talking with a friend of mine on here who wears hijab and was like expressing her journey with it and everything like that. And that just made me want it more, I guess. And so now I've just gone on this deep dive of like videos of women who wear hijab and explain why. And from a lot of them and the things that they're saying, it's not what I thought. Like, it's from the ones that I've been watching, it's a choice. And I am having a crisis of faith is what this all comes down to, is I am having a crisis of faith. And my DMs are open. if anybody has the time or is willing to discuss this with me a little bit, because I don't know where to go from here. I never thought that I would be here. And I'm scared to make any decisions or bite off more than I can chew, or later on decide that nope, actually it's not for me, and like let people down. I really need to talk this out with somebody if anybody wants to chat with me about it. Anyway, have a good night, everyone. Bye.